Hi viewers, I am Srinivasan again before you. Today's topic is accidents. Stop before they happen. It is a topic that um, predict the safety. Okay, so as I told already, artificial death means it's not natural. It's not the full life. People are dying before they get old age, before they enjoy the super maturity, before they enjoy the weakness of aging. All are dying by accidents. This have to be stopped. This is the ultimate aim of the video. Okay. I am having a lot of thing to be discussed. Of course, this time I just going to read point by point because um, there are different situations and scenarios accidents will happen. I just listed out. I cannot tell. I'm not a robot to tell it like that. But after all, I'm a human being. I just read out as as a list so that nothing should be omitted, right? Safety 360. Okay. Now, first point is that uh, how accident is primarily happening on roads. Overtaking. It's a very first and very prime factor in accident. Most of the road accidents. Most of the road accidents are happening due to this overtaking. Two-wheeler overtakes a bus, two-wheeler overtakes a lorry, or a car overtakes a lorry, and suddenly opposite side some vehicle is to come appear suddenly, and this driver confused, and in flick of seconds everything is over. So something like that, the accidents are happening. Second, overtaking in bends or turnings. If there is a bend or steep turning, you should put the brake first. You should not instead overtaking. You may be in hurry, you may be in urgency, but you should not overtake abruptly. You should not overtake at the turnings, bends, because anything can come on opposite suddenly in the bends and turnings. So overtaking in bends and turnings should be avoided. Fourth, uh, fourth is avoid talking in cell phones. This is a usual thing, and it is sensitized by different police station and police people, traffic police, NGOs, even government agencies are sensitizing. Do not talk while driving. See, these days, the famous mannerism of talking while driving. This is cell phone, something like this, and this became a famous style, very dangerous, life-threatening style. Should we avoid this? Tell to your friends and relatives to avoid this type of talking because it is very very dangerous in turn. Um, See, have you seen the people talking while driving in bike with this type of mannerism? Their eyes will not look at the road, right? After some time, maybe a few minutes they may speak in saying opposite direction, the road or something like that. Few seconds, the two. After some few seconds, automatically the person talking to the other side, dominates the mind, and total mind goes to that side and interest go to that side, and the eyes fail to see the front side. Automatically accidents are happening. This is the signs of that accident, of talking like this. Very dangerous mannerism. Well, so the fifth one is, I'm so sorry because it's a list. Um, avoid three or four people traveling altogether in a bike. So the person may be dead. The driving person also dead and confident. what will happen, 3-4 people, what I will make, I will try like that. But the actual science behind the accident is, if the person, 3 or 4 people in a single bike, if he drives and suddenly need to brake, if he apply brake, he cannot able to balance the vehicle due to the abnormal weight. So accidents are happening. If the person is turning, steep turning, and the center of gravity is shifting and weight goes one side, accidents are happening. So please avoid 3 or 4 person in a single bike. It's a prime factor of accidents. So coming to sixth point, speeding. See, very first important factor in most of the accident is speed. Speed is the prime factor, otherwise most of the accidents are happening due to speeding. What happened? What is the science? If you come in a speed, uncontrollable speed, the inertia, you may be applying brake, the wheel might have got already disc brakes. The wheel will stop running, but the coming speed, the inertia will not leave you. Once you will fly, or the bike will fly in different direction if you go in uncontrollable speed and brake. So the person driving will be thrown out, or the bike other side will be thrown out, or together bike and the person will collide with the opposite vehicle. That is the worst part of speeding. Anyway, confirmed accidents one when a person drive much speed. So control the speed in such a manner, it should be controlled while braking. When you apply brake, the vehicle should be controlled and stop. It should not skid or it should not fly, something like that. So always we have to be in a controlled speed, right? So seventh point is, don't wear clothings which is very clumsy. For example, there are cloth, with the dupatta, churidars fly and sometimes go into the chain or wheel itself. One accident happened in near Sirvari. The lady sat behind the biker, got pulled out by the dupatta or some type of sari, or I'm not exactly knowing, pulled outside and fallen on the road. Suddenly backside bus smashed her. Very bad accident. So clumsy it is. There are many accidents happening like that. One school girl also. So wearing clumsy dressing like sari or dupatta with churidar, this should be avoided while traveling in a bike. Well, so seventh is, always think twice. Always think twice before taking bike when you want to travel from one town to other town through highways, because buses are always available, train also available. Why to take bike? Because we are vulnerable again. So if bus and train is available, go to the safer side, no? Right. So then the eighth one is, go in a manageable speed. That is very important. The bike should be managed. The bike should be in control of yourself. If you brake, it should stop. Such a speed you have to travel. And ninth point is, don't have extra luggage while you are traveling. That too hanging inside of the bike, which is protruding outside, which is easily hit by the overtaking bike or other vehicles, which you may, when hit, you may lose the balance in speed. Imagine what will happen. I myself had an experience. Suddenly when my bike with the protruding luggage suddenly hit one bike or some other vehicle, I am not remembering, I lost my balance. My mom was there in backside me. It was a horrible moment. I was threatened. Somehow I managed. But if I happen to be very speed, I can't able to imagine. So, next point is, don't have any bag on handlebar. Handlebar, if you hang a bag, something, and drive, suddenly if you want to turn, you cannot able to turn suddenly. Then actually it is vulnerable to accident. Okay. So next point is always put long beam and short beam frequently, not very frequently, according to the opposite vehicle, so that long beam cannot disturb the opposite vehicle, because long beam means it will confuse the opposite driver. So you should dim short beam while you are traveling in night. Usually should not prefer night traveling in bike or car, because night time people, drivers may sleep, may be unconscious, may, so always prepare daytime, that is very safe. If at all you go in night time, you have to dim, that is dip the light to short beam, so that the opposite driver will not confuse. So next safety point is already 11 minutes. um, do not tow some vehicle with you, breakdown vehicle or something. Like that day I seen one cycle was towed with a bike, very dangerous drive. The bike will be controlled in a speed, that speed the cycle cannot be controlled, prone to accident. Do not tow other bike also, same problem, prone to accident. Okay, if the bike is not running, stop there, call mechanic and repair it. Do not tow and have a parallel dangerous drive, because it is highway, very dangerous place. Next point is adapt yourself first by driving slowly the new bike. Some other friend's bike, if you are happen to drive, always check by slow driving, the brakes, clutch, everything should come into your control, so that you can drive freely. Do not drive suddenly in speed, so that you cannot able to control the bike, again vulnerable for accident. Okay. Well, the next point is do not correct your hair style while you are driving. There are people, even I tried very dangerously, then I realized, well, there are people while driving, side mirror, no, has checking the hairstyle whether it is good or bad, very dangerous. So we miss the opposite, people who is coming, who is the driver opposite. So do not, if you want to check your hairstyle, stop, open up your helmet, check for your hairstyle, then put the helmet tightly, buckle, very important. Putting the helmet is not very important, putting the buckles tight is very important, because when you fall, your helmet will go first, then you will fall, very dangerous again. The purpose of helmet is to protect your brain, skull, so make this tight. Okay. Next point is do not drive two or four wheeler when you deprived of previous day sleep. If you are missing the previous day sleep, do not drive any vehicle, it's very dangerous. At any time you may go unconscious, then prone to accident. So do not touch the vehicle. Of course you go and sit some other vehicle who somebody is driving, if you miss previous day sleep. Okay. The next point is do not stand on the footboard of bus or train or anything, because footboard is very dangerous. Footboard means the steps, do not stand on step. Recently one boy, school boy, was killed by an accident while he was traveling on the steps in the bus. When he was standing on the step while traveling, somehow by inertia or by sudden turning or some, we don't know the actual reason, he fallen and was dead. So many accidents. One of my friends got accident and he was also dead while he was traveling in a train. We don't know what happened. Maybe the door heavy, train's door is very heavy. Maybe it slammed the person towards outside while he was standing, or he might have talked in phone, mobile, one hand in the handle. Suddenly jerk in speeding train, uh, pulled out. We don't know, or we don't know what happened, or he might have sat on the footstep while traveling in the train. Suddenly jerk, fallen down. We don't know, but got killed badly. He's an unmarried person. Very, very bad accident. Okay. Next point is don't cross any concrete structures or cement structure used to pull for some other purpose across the river, because it may have got already some algal growth which may slip you. This side more deep, this side more steep. So do not play with such cement structures across the river. Very dangerous. And do not step inside any pond or lake steps. It may have some algal deposit. Will slip straight away into the deep water. Very dangerous. Many people lost their lives. So you have to be very careful while stepping inside a pond, step or lake with steps, or handle somebody, manage with somebody. Do not go single also. Okay, well. So next point is already 15 minutes. It may be enjoying traveling in footsteps. Same one. It may be enjoying. There are people enjoying traveling in footsteps in bus or train. Very dangerous, as I already told. This is repeated. Also, ensure the emergency window in the train. Emergency window, train. It should be always locked with red color rods. It should not be kept open like anything, because kids playing around may slip inside very dangerously in a speeding train. Imagine. So whenever you see emergency window, lock it first. Means at least put the rods, red rod, red rods will be there in the window. Put that and lock it. Anyway, wind will come, but safer side. Do not keep open like that. Very dangerous for kids. Okay. Then also the next point is, I'm so sorry. It is already 16 minutes. Don't touch the switch with wet hands, because already I lost my friend. He was washing a bike, then with the wet hand, he was washing with the hose pipe the bike, and with the wet hand he tried to stop the motor switch, suddenly got electrocuted and was dead. Very bad accident. So should be dry, the hand should be dry while you are switching off or switching on any switches. Okay. Never stand in open field. Never stand in open agriculture field or playground while it is a thunderstorm. Very dangerous. Many people lost lives due to this thunder attack. Okay. Straight electricity from the cloud used to go inside the person. How he will live? Very bad. Many people have already gone. Many farmers exclusively in open field. Also, do not stand under a tree while it is a thunderstorm, because a thunder can come straight to the tree and may attack the person under also. So do not do that also. So beware of thunderstorms. Do not go outside first of all. Go to some building inside. It's very safe side. So never stand on open field. That's the same thing I'm repeating. That's all for the day. So have a safe traveling wherever you are going. Wherever you are doing, have safety in mind. That is enough. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and do not forget to press the bell button also. You can also comment. Thank you very much.